Welcome to the Shergroupe podcast, where we share ideas on how to help businesses grow and prosper in the online world. So, here's our Chief Shergroupie, Claire Sandbrook, talking about her digital journey and how Shergroup is helping thousands of businesses to keep their business flowing and growing.
Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about a topic which at the moment in February 2021 is quite important, and that's how landlords are going to get back into their commercial properties where they have a lease in place, but they are restricted in what they can do because of the coronavirus regulations. Now, this situation will pass, and hopefully in the future, this podcast won't be as relevant as it is today. As commercial landlords and their advisors know, if your lease contains a forfeiture clause, your commercial lease, I want to stress that because this is not relating to residential tenancies or leases at all. That's a completely different product. But for commercial leases, if there's a breach of lease terms and there's a right to forfeit expressly contained in the lease wording, then the landlord can lean on that to remove the tenant under the forfeiture provisions. This service is only available for breaches other than for non-payment of rent. So for subletting without permission, assigning without permission, those are the sorts of things where a landlord can use forfeiture as opposed to forfeiture for breach of rent conditions, which is not allowed. What we do as Shergroup is we offer this service to landlords and their advisors at a fixed price. Forfeiture is relatively simple to deliver as a service. You instruct us, and then we instruct one of our enforcement agents in a non-high court capacity, just as a straightforward certificated enforcement agent, and basically remove any occupiers that we find inside. 9 times out of 10, the property's already empty, and what the landlord is doing is just following through on the formalities of getting possession back, changing the locks, and then being able to remarket the property. Now, we'll liaise with you to offer you the best date. We work with your calendar, not with ours. Obviously, we have to have availability, but we do have availability. It's not difficult to get an enforcement agent to attend on the day that you want it done. Our enforcement agents are on a big Rolodex. We have a big database of enforcement agents, and they cover the whole of England and Wales. So this doesn't apply to Scotland, only England and Wales. We cover all 105 postcodes within the jurisdiction of the English and Welsh courts, and therefore we can offer forfeiture in 105 postcodes. If you need to serve your Section 146 and you haven't done that yet, and you're looking for a provider to serve notices, either one-off or as a regular instruction, I want to reiterate again that we operate this service on the basis that the property in question is going to be entered by peaceable re-entry. Sometimes you will have your agents there with you, ready to check the property, take photographs, make an inventory, and change the locks. We're not going to be using force against anyone present in the property. This is not a writ of possession scenario. So anyone that is there and opposes the forfeiture and the re-entry process, that will have to be thought through, and probably you would have to go back to court and get a possession order in the normal way. And then if they don't leave voluntarily, then those persons would have to be evicted. 9 times out of 10, there is nobody there or they go peaceably. It's not usually an issue. Again, I want to reiterate that this service can't be used for the eviction of any person lawfully residing in a property. So please do not get this confused. It's very important because residential tenants have a major piece of legislation, Section 3 of the Protection from Eviction Act 1977, in their favour. No residential tenant can be evicted without a court order, and that is even more so in the current aftermath of the pandemic. So please be clear about this. This is for commercial landlords and commercial properties only. Just to give you a scenario of that, a flat above a shop with a connecting door would not be suitable for forfeiture. Our repossession services is that whatever situation you are faced with in getting back your property, we will have the right solution for you. Sometimes you may get thwarted in the speed of that solution because of what we find on the ground. What we do is we bring that situation back to the drawing board, we look at it with you, and we decide how we can move forward. As in all enforcement processes of any type, information and insight before you spend any money on the service and before we give you a service that doesn't work is important. So whatever insight you're getting back from the property, maybe you're an advisor and your client is telling you what is going on, or maybe you are the landlord, you just have that insight into what is going on at the property with your tenant, then please share that with our business solutions advisor, and they can then assess the case for you and give you the very best solution for your situation. As I say, we're here to be flexible, we're here to help you, and we're here to fit it in your diary, on your calendar, pretty much to the time that you want it delivered. Thank you very much.
Thanks for listening. And if you want to join the Shergroupie community, you can subscribe by going to our website at www.shergroup.com. You can find the Shergroupies on all Shergroup main channels, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. So, connect where you can and create more business connections. And don't forget, we're all about minding your business so you can do something more interesting.